Greetings, fellow mariners of the apocalypse. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Roots of Yggdrasil, Episode 6, The Gates of Asgard. We have a lot of time left, but things are going to get even more challenging. So if we take a look here, we're all leading to Asgard, the eastern forest of Asgard. So looking at the penalties here, it is when threat is destroyed, add a curse card to the deck. Ouch! Cursed roots. When a sapling is bloomed, discard all hands are sent to the discard pile. Ouch! And then add card when the curse keyword... Wait, adds card with curse keyword to the deck when scion power is used. Ouch! Okay. Brutal. So there's a bunch of random encounters. We can also go for the bonus artifacts or remove cards from decks. I don't have any curse cards in my deck right now, so I don't really need to remove cards from the deck. And these random encounters can be pretty screwy. So my plan is just to get as many bonus artifacts as possible before going to Asgard. Another Tooth of Knowledge, so we have 2 Teeth of Knowledge. And an Ageless Apple, so instantly ready to scion power when an Aether Source is exploited. Yeah, so the further you go into a loop, the harder the island becomes. Finally, took you clods long enough to make it back here. Do you have any idea how boring it gets to sit around watching you succeed? Blah. Shut up. The uppermost boughs are right in front of us, and I'm not about to let a mangy rodent get in our way. Are squirrels rodents? Let's go with yes, sure. Mangy, how rude. Your little pal Ratatosker, I'm sorry, I don't. Language, man. Has done nothing but help. True, technically true. Besides, you have no time to waste bad-mouthing me. Asgard is completely overrun by the Ginnungagap, so you better move fast. And boy, look at that timeline up top. Ouch. Or I'll be picking my teeth with your bones. All right, so here is the doors. Gather seeds to power up the ship and continue your loop. So let's analyze this area. We have 2 adventures right at the start. We have an ender source. We have a blocked path that needs 2 might buildings. We are penalized when threats are destroyed. We are penalized when saplings are bloomed. We are penalized when cards with curse words are added to the deck. Or, rather, when scion powers are used. So this path requires 4 people. This is 2 might. This is 3 amity. This is 3 amity. And then this is 4 people. And we're trying to get through this quickly. So my plan maybe is to go this west block path. Actually, I'll have you guys choose. East for the 4 pop, or west for the 2 might. What direction should we choose if we had to pick one direction? West? Alright. West it is. Let's drop the observatory. And this gives us smite, so we can destroy threats, but we're penalized when we destroy threats. Create an ender source or get a housing for free. I don't need an ender source because we started with one. So let's start building houses where we can add barracks to it. Now, there isn't really a population. There isn't like a need for population here. We're just trying to proceed. So I don't necessarily need to like max out the amount of houses that I place in the setup phase. So I'm just going to place enough houses to unlock a new card. And trading grounds. Well, let's consider. So this needs 2 military cards. And I can probably place 2 barracks right now. And then this needs amity buildings. So actually unlocking amity buildings would be useful, but I don't have any to be unlocked. And then this one is just pop buildings. So let's go with Salvager, so that I can pull cards from my discard. Because I might be forced to discard if saplings are bloomed. Interestingly, I don't see any saplings, so I don't really know what that's about, but we'll see. So we'll do one here and one here, unlocking the lovely rainbow bridge. And then I am going to use my might to explore that way out to the next bridge. Now these side forking paths would be, I'm intrigued. I would like to go the side forking paths if possible. So I think my plan is, because this next path requires amity buildings, to build a set of houses around here, build up my might from those sets of houses, and then maybe try to do some side exploration with the extra spare might. Hey, Chief, is that what I think it is? The dark fog, it's already here? How the hell did it sneak up on us like that? Was it hunting us or something? Now it's not time for questions. Get the ship running fast, or we'll be eaten alive. So the dark fog spreads each turn, and if it envelops your ship, you are sent back to the hold. Essentially, you lose. Oh, here's our Trading Post Plus. And then we also have the hero statue. So I'm going to do the hero statue. And I'm going to actually put down a few extra houses for the Trading Post Plus, because I think it will pay dividends. So now our income is much, much, much higher. And we also have enough might to do a side path. So the reveal. We have got this path requires amity buildings. And I have a bunch in my deck right now. So let's get this triggered. So we can stick a crane down. Oh, I just pulled a curse. We can stick the... Well, alright, the Repurposer would nuke our deck, but I have a curse in my deck, so, like, I'm okay with that. So nuke the deck. And then... a shrub. So one more house lets us do the shrub. Path unlocked. And a new card unlocked. Market seems great, considering I just put down 3 amity buildings here. We can put a market there. So we need a little bit more might to kick this off, and I would like to get the might ASAP, but I don't have another card to draw for the might. But what I can do is I can discard my current deck of 1 card and try to get a might card. It's a snowball's chance in hell, but I'll try it. No, I did get the market, though. So that's awesome, because I will start making money now rather than in whenever I drew that naturally. Also, I forgot these caravans at the start. So that's my fault. I should have started with that. So we have income of might for a turn, or might right now at 30. What do you guys want? I think given that this is a race, I agree with you. The might now is probably going to be more useful then slow gain might. And this will allow me to explore the path to the last block path. The other caravan, there's another few choices. So we can repel them with a small group, lose 15 might to gain 50% chance to gain 100 resources, or we can make a desperate retreat and not use any of our might, but not gamble for some supplies. I don't have enough might. I'm missing 7 to do the guaranteed supplies. So, a gamble with our might, or a desperate retreat. Anyone want to break this tie? The hunger of raiders. All right, option 3 wins by a vote. With the extra might that we have, I am also going to go off this side path as well. Okay. Turn done. So this reveals some trees. Pretty underwhelming. The fog is getting closer, as you can see. You know, we really have a fire under our butts. I wouldn't mind another market, so I'm going to try to get the other market built. Really racking in that income. Holy hell. I might need more might, so I'll also put a barracks down. I'm curious what this side path leads to. Curiosity is gonna kill the squirrel, but I'll trigger that. It probably just leads back to this bridge if you want to change forks. And that's the end of that turn. So this reveals a vault. Nice. And then 2 other caravans. And this reveals a poop ton of threat and the last blocked path. So this reduces the reward for buildings by 50%, which isn't really a problem because this block path is only blocked. This path just requires houses, and the sphere of influence actually doesn't overlap. And this one loses population when buildings are placed there. So I can actually just start placing houses here to get to the final gates. But let's do these caravans. So I can lose some supplies to gain 30 mana, or gain and build a house instantly card. All right, we're going to take the surge. I'm just going to pick this one, which is the immediate might. And then I think I am going to open up this artifact vault out of curiosity, and then open up the last bridge. Shackles. Ending a turn without using a card adds bonus in next draw. Okay. Ooh. Alright, I have enough supplies to open this bridge. We have been rushing. Get away from that death fog. Chief, I think these are the uppermost boughs. I think we did it. Mortals, eh? No wonder it took so long. Should have kept my expectations lower. Wait, are you the one who told us to come here? Indeed, travelers. And you, it seems, have answered my call. But I'm afraid I must make another request. Before our work can begin, leave and climb again. Okay, Persephone. But why? We thought you wanted to save the world. Indeed. But that will require metal and persistence, not happenstance, and I cannot fix my brother's mistakes by relying on the luck of human. So, climb again, face down the dark fog, and prove to me you are worthy if you can. We gained 7 blueprints, 130 matter, 8 golden acorns, 3 mossy, and 3 glimmering. Not bad. Loop score was higher, too. Because we did more islands, I think. Climb again. He's kidding, right? It took everything we had to make it once. We don't have a choice. If reaching the uppermost boughs is what it takes to convince that guy, we'll have to do it as many times as we have to. That's the spirit. No one saves the world by quitting, and watching you guys struggle is way more entertaining anyway. You sadist. You again? Were you expecting this to happen? Did you give us that message just to make sure you'd see us fail? Oh, relax. I wasn't trying to make the boss reject you. Besides, believe it or not, I'm actually here to help. Meet me at the ship when you're ready. So, you guys, listen, Liff. Just to let you know, I'm going to upgrade the greenhouse dome like you asked, but the design you requested will take months to complete. Months? How? I practically wrote the entire blueprint for you. Are you incompetent or something? Hey, don't blame me. Blame the design. You're asking for 300 individually placed curved glass panes, and they all need to act as lenses? Like, do you have any idea how complicated it is for someone to actually build something like that? It doesn't matter how complicated it is, Thras. It's what our sapling needs to survive. The entire Holt will be relying on it. So you need to quit complaining and get your work fast. How can someone that short be such a massive pain in the ass? So you guys wanted me to get the ship speed upgrade for extra time at the beginning of the loop. Done. And this has unlocked extra stuff. So we can go with nomad housing as a possibility. So what greenhouse upgrade to get? So we have the watchtower back here, which is a might upkeep building. Gives 2 might. We have the Thras's upgrade for Man of Action. So the Man of Action, once per turn, gives supplies when an action card is used. We have the Nomad housing. Gain might when placed. Gain population when performing an exploration. So instead of gaining exploration from default housing, this is a house that gives might. And this can be unlocked. So Nomad housing. We also have Lift's upgrade. So World Tree Expert. Increase the total income of supplies and magic by 10% for each bloomed sapling. Resets at the end of an island. And then lastly, we have the Holt upgrade. Holt gets bigger. So there was a question asked a while ago. And yes, Holt gets bigger. So while you guys contemplate those 5 choices, I'm also going to go to the workshop. Dang, I wish these time loops didn't make us lose all the relics we collect. Fixing up the Holt would be way easier if I could keep the Maker's Hammer around. Obtain the Maker's Hammer artifact with Thrasir as Scion. That's a kinship goal for him now. And I'm going to obtain new blueprints. Medium house, campfire, iron, and shrubs. Campfire, homestead, medium house, and iron. Dig. Research center, homestead, equipment post, and medium house. Tree, iron dig, logging camp, and research center. All right, let's get the homestead down. That's a really nice bang for the buck. And another one. Campfire for the starting with the extra pop, which will make the first loop quick. And do another one. So we'll start with like population 2 for extra cards immediately. I'm going to put some shrubs in. Where do we want shrubbery? Put shrubs back here. I'll put trees over by the arboretum or orchard or whatever. Putting iron. I'm trying to cluster like resources together so that I can benefit from like iron digs and the like. An equipment post for an extra might would be nice. And starting out with a little bit extra mana is nice as well. I'll do another of that if I can. No, I can't get it to fit. That's fine. All right, I'm going to put in 2 iron digs so that we start off with extra resources to exploit, because we've been running into the lack of industry building sometimes. And then I have a little bit extra mana or matter, and considering I'm nearing the end of the stream, I'm just going to spend my matter. Okay, you guys want... Maybe I'll do Nomad Housing and Hold upgrade. Can I afford both? So Nomad Housing is 4 Mossy and 2 Glitter, or Gleaming. No, I have to do one or the other. Because the Hold upgrade will use all of the Gleaming that I have and 3/4 of the Mossy. I'll flip a coin. Oh, no, Nomad Housing won by vote. Okay. So getting Nomad Housing. I am going to make some executive decisions here and get the watchtower. And I don't need Radiant Main because I don't really build at night. So I'm going to get Thrasier's upgrade too. And the Etir Laboratory. There we go. All right, so we've improved the Holt considerably, and I'm ready to start a last loop that I won't have time to complete. Hey, Chief, do you have any idea what's up with those people, the Norns? I still have the shivers after meeting them. Same here, honestly. They didn't seem hostile or anything, but they remind me of that squirrel. Like, they want to help us and make sure we die. Maybe. What all the old stories say, the Norns are the ones who wrote the world's prophecies and control destiny. Maybe they want to guide us towards something. Only one way to find out. Let's get back out there and see if we can track them down. With a little luck, we'll get answers soon. So, try a new housing type. Before Ragnarok, filthy humans like you would swear oaths to Yggdrasil machines like the ones to test their limits in exchange for divine gifts. Now you don't need to impress the boss up top, but it can make you richer faster, assuming you don't die instantly, which, granted, would be hilarious. Risk versus rewards, huh? Interesting. Let's see how it works. So there's also a gambling mechanic, and I unlocked 2 things at once, so the game's like freaking out. So try all the gods. Customize your game experience with special modifiers and press Honir by reaching Asgard. Each Scion and Scion buildings has its own progression tree in the trials. So I can choose the Nomad Housing this time around to gain population from explorations and to gain might from houses instead. Cool. And then the Trial of Gods. So we can apply trial modifiers once we have, so time pressure or difficult terrain or supply shortages, to ramp up the difficulty. And then in order to level up, we only need one of these. So let's do time pressures. And you can see the hold boons. So start with a whole bunch of extra stuff to make it a little bit more easy. And then also this time, Thrasir will have the Man of Action for extra supplies once action cards are used. Visiting the Norns. So, I'm going to pick this one, and you can decide the direction of east or west. Gain 20 supplies when an exploration is complete. The next building after Scion Power is free, or gain population when adventure is complete. I'll do the population. Now that we have nomad housing, it's going to be a little bit harder to raise population because it relies on exploration. So, getting population for both explorations and adventures is kind of nice. So, east and west are the same, both golden acorns. So you guys can... I think west is this one is actually a shorter time difference. So I'm going to override your vote here and pick the one that actually takes less time to get to. So immediately we start off with the population due to the Holt's benefits for an extra card, which is awesome. And I'm going to go with the hero statue. All right, taking a look around, we start here. This is a gain seed when 4 houses are nearby. Gain seed when you spend 100 resources. Gain seed at pop 20. Gain seed at exploration 5. And there's also these adventures. So a 5-turn adventure and a 5-turn adventure, so it doesn't really matter which one we do. So I'll start one of them. Kick off the observatory. And also know that when I use an action card, we gain extra supplies with Man of Action once per turn. So these nomad houses, as you can see, add might. So it's going to be a little bit easier to explore now with the might that we get instead of population. But unlocking new cards is going to be a little bit more challenging because we won't have... It's a little bit harder to meet new population tiers. So I'm spreading out the nomad housing because they can't be adjacent to one another. And then I'm trying to put enough nomad houses to then get a barracks to encompass the area and benefit for as much might as possible. We have enough might to go to the first tree. And I want to get enough might to head to initiate the other exploration direction. So I need 12 more might. And I get 17 by dropping this here, so that will work. There's no iron to dig. So, end of turn. Oh, the hero statue. I can't. It's going to be discarded. That's unfortunate. But we can get shrubs in. So this tree requires houses nearby, which is a little bit harder to fulfill because these nomad houses can't be next to one another. So I really have to fill up that circle with houses. Didn't do much that turn, but that's all right. And revealed path. Hey, it's Sibyl again. You reek of salt and disappointment. I take it you've met Njord. Yeah, and it sounds like you met him too. Though I get the feeling you wish you hadn't. Do not misunderstand. I pity the man far more than I hate him. Few have suffered such misfortune or shared burdens of shame like mine. And yet, when Loki spread false rumors of Njord and I conceiving a child out of wedlock, that spineless sea god was too ashamed to even try denying it. Yikes. Quite. You'll forgive me then if the ensuing humiliation has limited my compassion, though I do not wish him ill any more than I do you all. All right. I'm going to go with the Falcon Feather. My supply income is not great this round, but also we got a new pop tier because we did explorations. So let's go with Runehenge. And is there a lot of yeah, there's a lot of lumber around. So I'm going to do a lumberyard. So here's a logger's camp. Max 3 trees. That's bloomed. And then I'm also going to want to get... I'm going to try to stop these brambles, because these brambles are going to be annoying. Oh, but I'm out of supplies. So I could put the barracks here to destroy the brambles, but I think the brambles are going to spread. Yeah, I'm going to let them spread one turn. So that I can better encompass them. Yeesh. I lost my barracks. That sucks. Oh well. So I need to find a way out to that sapling. So that's more might. And we have a new adventure here. A shipwreck adventure, but my leader is tied up. Stick another logging camp down for more income. And another lumber yard. Oh, I don't have... That's not reachable. There we go. That's pretty good income coming my way. And get the Runehenge down for some magic, because I think I'm going to need it. Now, I don't have any way of getting more might other than just to build more nomad housing, but I can only probably build 2 more nomad houses this turn. Although it is less cost now because of early bird, so I guess I'll get that done. So I'll put it around the starting area. These brambles are kind of overrunning my houses over there, and there's without a military card, I am not going to be able to do anything about that, unfortunately. But I can put down 3 more houses to be able to start exploring another path. I do find the nomad houses are a little bit trickier to plan around. So this path is explorations, and this path is population. And I think we're more likely to hit the population numbers, so I'm going to go towards the population tree. I have a lot of mana for the Runehenge. So let's go ahead and use one of these. I'm going to use Prolific to gain income for free, and then also gain supplies from Thras's Man of Action. So we gain supplies plus the Prolific supplies, because I have a lot of mana to cast again. And once this adventure wraps up, I'll cast Safeguard to then start the next adventure quicker. So here's this adventure, and I'm going to upgrade a card in the deck. What card? I don't know yet. So let's embark on the Shipwreck and cast Safeguard to make that go half the time. Now we finally have a barracks to be able to perhaps clear out some of these brambles. So if I can build a barracks here, it destroys all the brambles. So if I can put nomad houses... Oh, man. Oh, no, that's a barracks. If I can put nomad houses around here to support the barracks. So, like, let's say I put the barracks here. I need nomad houses around here to meet the population requirements. Oh, I keep misclicking. We'll be able to clear those out. So that's 2 of 3. So can I get another house somewhere? Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Brambles are gone, and I got a bunch of might as a result. Lovely. That's what I like to see. So that's 12 supplies there. 15's better. 15 supplies. I don't have enough for another nomad house. But maybe another barracks? Yeah, perfect. Is that the best? So this is a barracks of 15 might. Oh, I can get a 17 here. Perfect. And we'll get the exploration out here to get out to that sapling. I'm assuming. I can't see past the fog, but that would be my guesstimate. Okay, building range is decreased by 50%, which sucks for logging camps. So the reveal. 2 amity buildings to get an uncommon or rare card, and I just hit the population numbers to activate that sapling from the exploration, which I can pair with a hero statue, which I have here. I'm going to want to unlock a water well so that I can maybe get the amity for the old ruins. And then I'll start building houses around here with the almost no supplies that I have in order to unlock those old ruins, because I do like free cards. Alright, I think that's all I can do this turn. We do, it's worth noting, already have the amount of seeds needed to get off this island, but I'm going to try to get as many as I can. Spells. We could cast Prolific in order to get more supplies. That's probably the best of these choices, or I could try to reroll. I'm tempted to reroll to get Safeguard, and I got it. Good. So the next time I want to, the next adventure I can speed up by 2 turns. Awesome. So this adventure. Reforge its hull into palisades or extract magic from it. What do you guys want between those 2 choices? We also have a reveal. So the reveal is another adventure and an artifact vault, which requires a military building, which is going to be easy to do because I have houses in the region already. It gives me the pathing to get up here, which is good. So now I can start building... No? Still unreachable. So I need to get this exploration flag going to get pathing going. I do get an extra card. And... I'm going to go with Watchtower. And you guys want option number 1. So once I get back to that adventure, I'll do that. So this is Study the Stars. This is also Study the Stars. So they're both the same adventure. All right. So I'll just do this one at random. And then I'm going to speed that up with Safeguard. So that we can complete it in this daytime. I did want to try to trigger this old ruin, but I am strapped for the resources to be able to do that. It's quite expensive. So, going for the extra might. And the extra might will open up a path, hopefully to this sapling, in time to buy it. So I really need to open that path to that sapling, like ASAP. So we'll do that. I'm going to hit Safeguard again. And that adventure should be done. Upgrade a card from my deck. Yes, please. Now, I have pulled Watchtower already, but I'm going to no, that's Waterwell. I'm going to upgrade... No. I'm going to upgrade Waterwell. So here's the Watchtower. It has a huge dome. It needs 4 houses within. It's really good at killing brambles, but it's also really good at, like, because of its huge region, fulfilling might requirements like that one. Gain 2 population each time the deck is shuffled. Okay. And we have a new card. So we are waiting on exploring here to get that sapling, and exploring here to get that sapling. And I'm going to be very close on time. So what I want to do is I want to try to get as much supplies ahead of time, so that once we have access to those saplings, I can buy it, because it costs a sizable sum. I think 5 was the best I saw here. Maybe even a 4. Because the nomad houses are spread out, it's a little hard to... I don't know, I can get a... Nope. Yeah, I'll just do the 4. It's fine. One turn left. So it's going to become dusk at the end of this turn. Meaning I'm, like, flatly out of time. Oh. That'll help. So buying this tree outright. Boom. Now, I'm also, like, out of time for the stream, just about. But I feel like it's worth going into the dusk to get this 4th sapling. Because I'm basically all the way there. And it would pain me to have it done, but not actually benefit from it. So I'm going to stick around. Because it's also, I believe, the first time I'll be going into the dusk. So it's useful to just show you what dusk looks like. Oh no, it's still daytime. I miscalculated. To my benefit. So an adventure for... it doesn't really matter because we're going to be done. Get this last seed. Why did it disappear? I think it's just a graphical glitch. I think it's there, but it's not visible. And now we're taking off with 4 of 2. And still with time to spare. So friends, I think I am going to leave off here. What I have shown, hopefully, is that there's quite a lot of replayability in terms of playstyles, in terms of what scion you specifically use for your excursions. and then also what difficulty modifiers you take on. Sort of like a lot of other, I mean, it reminds me a lot of other deck builder games. I mean, Islanders is probably the closest approximation, but even, I don't know, it's reminiscent of quite a lot of other games like this, where the gameplay loop is tight and well-defined and requires, difficult choices, which I sort of appreciate. Having to decide between, do we be completionists, or are we pressed for time, and do we take off early? It also has the relationship building and artifacts, which are pretty similar to Hades, if you've played Hades. So the relationship building between like Sybil and Yord and all the other people that you interact with, and also the artifacts that you obtain on each run, very reminiscent of Hades, and I really liked Hades when I played. So that is all the time I have for this stream. Thank you for tuning in to Roots of Yggdrasil, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 31st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com also has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you on next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow scions.